Welcome back to PJ Chen Design. This is PJ. Most beginners struggling with a clean geometric. In this video, I'll show you how to build a stacking cube design properly in the Rhino 3D software. Are you ready? Let's get started. This ring, it looks simple, but it takes some calculation. So let's take a look on the structure right here. If we take a look on the render view, I have one in the back is completely piece, and the one in the front is actually 3 different pieces. And after you fill the edges, you kind of getting this like a glue looking things. So that's starting from the scratch. As starting making a cube, and that's snapping into the center, and let's type it 0 here. So with this box, sorry, not a cube, the box command, you can decide how big you want it first. All right. So let's say I wanted to have a 4 millimeter, and on the X, Y, Z, I will going to type it 4 here. And then after this, I'm going to turn around like 45 degree here, so you will turn it like this. At the same time, I'm going to pick it up one more time, and on my right view I want to do 45 degree, right? So it kind of give you an angle that you're looking for. Now this is apparently is too thick, so I'm going to coming over like that. It's making it narrow, and in the perspective we're going to see narrow, but if you completely looking at the front, is actually not changing, right? So let's go ahead to explode every one. After we explode it, we got 3 faces right here. Let's go ahead to making a copy, Control C, Control V, and hiding one of the set. All right. The second thing I wanted to do is we want to duplicate the edges for all of them. And then I'm going to lock it, this one here, so we don't accidentally to click it. All right, so what are we going to do with those edges is we need to use them as a guideline to draw something. So first of all, let me divide them into the 3 sections, each of them. So let's go to use the divide command, and on this one and this one, we want to divide them into 3 sections. All right, and then if we draw a curve going from here to here, going from here to here, and then I'm going to unlock this one, the surface we just hiding, or lock it, and then we can use the split command. This surface is going to be split by here, and hit enter. So then we have this one, and this one, right? So once we have those 3, we can simply just go to the solid and extruded surface straight, and then we want to pick up this surface, this one and this one, and that's extruded. And let's say we want to extrude it for, in this case, like 0.4 millimeter, and we hit enter like this. All right, so with this one, if you just did like something like this, it's so hard to tell what's the difference there. So what we wanted to do is giving a tiny fillet, or you can chamfer the edges. So I'm going to do the 0.1 millimeter, and then I'm going to pick up everybody there, hit enter, and we'll get something like this, right? And then if you take a look on the render view, then you will see like 3 panels right there. All right, so the same thing we are going to do is I'm going to do on these faces and also these faces as well. So once again, we are going to use the divide command, and then we're gonna divide these edges right here into 3 sections, and then draw a straight line. And so I'm gonna fast forward here so you don't have to see me do the same thing, but basically we want to split those. So now we have one done. So I'm going to pick up those 9 pieces that I have. So I kind of grouping those 9 pieces together, and also we have the surface in the back. Other than that, we can just hide them. So let's go to the selection tool, and we want to invert the selection, and then let's just go ahead to hide it. So we got something like this, right? The next thing that we wanted to do is we want to duplicate it. So let's go ahead to pick up this one, and we wanted to using the copy command, and we want to snapping into the surface in the back right here, and this surface as a guideline, we are going to snapping into into the same point right there. So then we got one copy right there. And it may be get a bit confused, but if you are looking at the surface, not the solid, it will be less confused. And again, you want to snapping into the back of here and make sure you're snapping into the surface, not the solid. So otherwise it won't align correctly. So at the front, it look like this, right? And we can have also a backing too. So let's go ahead to pick up this surface and this surface. And since they are perfectly fit, they should be able to join. So let's go ahead to join them into a polished surface, right? And then to creating the thickness, we can just simply extrude it. The surface is straight, and let's pick up this surface. All right, and then we are extruding in the direction. Let's pick up the direction, and we want to go from here, holding the shift, go here. All right, depends on how thick you want it. I'm also going to do 0.4 millimeter, so then we'll get something like this. So once you extrude it, everything you need to do is just adding a post in the back for something similar like that. Again, you can plating into 2 different colors, so get a 2-tone jewelry.
That's how you build this stacking cube earring in the Rhino 3D program. If you find yourself able to follow the tutorial but struggling to apply it into your own design, that is exactly where the structured learning helps. I go deeper into that inside my Jewelry CAD Masterclass program. The link is in the description below. You can also check the next video to continue to build your skill. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next.